Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Friday, June 26th, 2015. In the Lynn-Body-Mind, we have me, Ra, also Asha, Pan, and Luce is popping in and out.
That's true.
In the Jamie Body-Mind, we have Black Wolf, Fritz, and Betty Jean. Other teammates above and below. All of us working to trigger the awakening right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. That's enough for our intention. With that, it begins. I feel very much like Pan.
Yeah, that's true.
And I want to continue this work of correcting the errors because it's so difficult to tell in the moment what's an error and what isn't. The concepts mess me up, but I can correct the errors. And as I start to do this, I can feel Luce kind of sliding down, and he's right here with me.
It's true.
And the two of us are standing back to back, as we have done multiple times.
That's true.
And we're just intending to correct our errors.
That's true.
And I'm showing Luce what I was doing not half an hour ago, where we call in our own higher souls and future lives, sliding down kind of like the back of the Lynn-Body-Mind's pillar.
That's true.
And then come in underneath whatever of our lower souls we're able to get underneath.
That's true.
And just start to scoop them up and just lift them up and get them out, so that at least we stop racking up the bad karma.
That's true.
And then as we get those out, the errors that those aspects of us made
that's true,
seem to be able to be
bubble
cleared.
up.
They
That's
bubble
true.
up and we can get a river going. And so Luce says he definitely wants to do this.
That's true.
And the Lynn-Body-Mind, she says as long as Ra also has his hand on the steering wheel, that it's okay for me, Pan, and for Luce to have a hand on the steering wheel as well.
That's true.
And it doesn't seem to work unless we have a hand on the steering wheel.
That's true.
So Ra has his hand, I have my hand, Luce has his hand.
That's true.
Asha's hand is missing, and so probably Asha's hand should be here too, and then we can all do this, all four of us together.
That's true. Jamie Body-Mind's giving the thumbs up for Betty Jean and Fritz. Hand on.
So we have hands on wheels.
Hands on wheels.
So now we start to call in high, and I feel again like Pan, calling in the higher soul and the future lives, forming that personality and getting a river of soul download
energy
coming down the back. Whew! Dropping down deeper, getting
deeper.
As much of this river going, getting as deep as possible, getting this downward flow going really solidly.
That's true.
It's fascinating feeling Luce's downward flow. It feels so different. I can feel where my downward flow kind of abuts Luce's downward flow, and mine feels kind of barky.
That's
like
true.
The back of a tree, the side of a tree, and Luce's feels like electroplated chrome.
That's true.
Asha's feels different. Hers feels softer, less dense. It's almost like you could reach through it.
That's true.
And Ra's feels just kind of like a gold cylinder that's just coming down.
That's true.
Interesting.
That's true. Fritz's is very metallic. There's a clink, clink, clink sound. Betty Jean's is softer.
Kind of like Asha's?
Kind of like Asha's. And mine feels rougher, kind of like fur.
Yes,
wiry fur.
I feel the wiry fur, bringing down those personalities formed by higher souls.
It's true.
Ever higher souls and ever more wise and empowered future lives.
That's true.
And now I seem to be feeling my feet on some kind of target surface, and my feet feel cloven. Not getting conceptual about it, and keep our channels up as close to the center of the bullseye as we can get right now, but just with intent to scoop up our own selves.
That's true.
So that they don't feel freaked out, so that they can feel like they're being hugged or embraced by their own higher souls,
That's
right?
true.
Not feeling freaked at all, and watch for signs of freak out. So far,
so far so good over here.
Yeah, they still are mean-spirited and have bad attitudes, but they're not. They don't feel like we're stabbing them in the back or anything. and we start to move up. We're moving up, and
Moving
now more of our higher selves are still coming down and back, and
That's
we're
true.
just joining the parade of moving upward.
And I can
now.
feel the errors starting to bubble
The
up.
airs are starting to
That's
bubble.
true.
And now I can switch focus. At a certain point, it's required that I switch focus and
That's
become
true.
another aspect of self, a fresher download of
That's
higher
true,
soul and
sliding
future
down the
life, and
back.
start to slide down the back
That's
and start to
true.
pulse this river upward.
That's true.
Oh, and now there's so many airs going, and Luce is kind of shaking next to me with the effort of pulsing the big airs, and Ra is sweating with the effort of pulsing
That's
the
true.
airs, and Asha is sweating too.
Fritz is sweating, breathing
Yeah.
hard.
Ooh.
Betty Jean looks like she might pass out.
Well, more upward
More
flow,
upward
more
flow.
upward flow, more upward
More
flow
upward
for all
flow,
of
more
us.
upward
Let's get
flow.
these airs flowing.
Bumping up.
And now start to play the grace. Like, don't play the grace to make this easier, but
No.
play the grace to get these airs up and out of here.
That's true.
Fast, not slow, because they are making things a lot worse.
That's true.
When we came to help. We came to help. We lose our way because it's so thick in the soup of crazy that we can't tell what's right, and we start doing crazy things
That's true.
that in hindsight we can see were crazy, but at the time we were so far over the line.
Couldn't
we-
even see the line from where we are.
No.
That's true.
Luce was looking at it here at the bottom end
Yes.
where we are pumping, but that's what's going to cause us to lose our focus.
That's true.
Let's look at the top end, up as close to the center of the bullseye as we can get right now, and see what's spitting up out the top of the tube.
Ooh.
Ah, lots of mistakes.
That's
And
true.
some of them at first look very small.
That's
you know,
true.
shaking hands with somebody who I probably should have just walked past.
That's true.
Little things like that. I
It's true.
still feel like Pan. And now going down an alleyway with people when I'm starting to feel very uneasy about it. You know, it's a progression.
That's true.
And then sitting in a room that I should have walked out of,
That's true.
etc., etc. And now there I am directing construction, and it's construction for power lines.
Horizontal power lines.
Horizontal
I
power
see that.
lines.
That's true.
I see that. Just pulsing
Pulsing
these
these
airs.
airs up for all of us. For all of us.
And Asha is talking too about the airs that she's seeing coming out that she made, and
That's
how
true.
at first it was small, continuing to follow along behind of Ra after he took a wrong turn,
That's true.
when she should have said, "I'm out of here.
That's true.
You're headed in the wrong direction. I'm not going to go down that ugly road
That's
again.
true.
I'm not doing it."
That's true.
And just continuing on and enabling, basically, and then one thing leading to another.
thing
and
leading
before
to
she
another.
knows it, it's like she's a minister of a church, but it's a church of enabling.
That's true.
She has become the goddess of enabling.
That's true. Yeah, Fritz has similar things, how it starts really, really small, just deciding not going to talk to that person because I don't like the way that person looks. And one thing leads to another, and the next thing you know, you're a neo-Nazi shooting down school children.
Wow.
And it happens faster than you think it's going to happen.
It's mostly errors.
I don't get a lot of emissions.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
This isn't a group of passive people. This
That's
is
true.
a group
Doers.
of go-getters and
That's
doers. So somebody's saying, how many Vanovanovs are there in this group? Well, Ra, Asha, and Luce
Asha,
over here
Luce, and
are Vanovanovs.
Black Wolf
I am
and
not.
Fritz. No. Black Wolf and Fritz over here.
And Betty Jean is
Betty
not.
Jean's not.
Betty Jean
no.
is not. 5 out of the 7.
That's true.
That means something. I don't know what it means, but it means something.
That's true.
Now, neither Ra nor Asha self-identify as a Vanovanov.
No. And I can't say that either Fritz or I strongly identified as Vanovanovs either.
Luce does. Luce identifies as a Vanovanov.
That's true.
And we notice out of all of us, Luce is the most gifted.
That is true.
And he's had the most troubles.
That is true.
As enough of these errors go up, this chrome plating is settling in.
That's true.
I'm seeing the boat of the Vanovanovs, and they've been working in the sky chakras of the Lynn-Body-Mind.
That's true.
And just now when we were taking the Vanovanov count, that seems to have been something that they noticed.
That's true.
Now we have their full attention.
That is true.
And they're looking at that and they're seeing, it's easy from their perspective to see big mistakes that none of us can see. And
that's true.
And this is valuable for the work that they're trying to do. They're trying to accomplish a way to get the takedown systems to work.
That's true.
They have all signed a paper multiple times. Apparently, at the start of every meeting, they say, now, are we still on board with this?
Yes.
Like, let's just get a reality check. Are we all still on board with this? And they're all still on board with the system being completely broken to the point that support can't get down into the physical from the higher dimensions, and souls dropping in lose it immediately.
That's true.
And so there's no way of getting support or guidance into the physical other than in extremely short bursts.
That's true.
So the takedown seems to be essential, and they've
That's
been
true.
working in the sky chakras of the Lynn-Body-Mind for the past several hours.
That's true. They're in the sky chakras here as well.
Interesting.
1, 2, 3, third up seems to be the big testing area.
Yes, and they'll back it up to the fifth sky chakra when they really need to be able to concentrate.
That's true.
And then they'll come down to the first when they really need a reality check.
That's true.
And that is so intense there that they just
blast
back
That's
up
true.
again, and they try to stay at the second, but even so, everybody's getting seasick
Yeah.
and can't focus.
Back
So they're
up
spending
to
most of their
third,
time between the third and the fifth sky
That's true.
chakras. And that it's very interesting to them to watch what's going on, like really fascinating. And they are intending to solve this problem. And even higher up, we go way higher, and there's that team of higher souls of Ra.
That's true.
And they are working on the takedown system up there.
That's
if
true.
we go way, way, way up, really as close to the center of the bullseye as
we can get right
I
now.
can see a team working on
see
the
black
ceiling
wolves. Yes.
exercise. I see Ra's, Asha's, Fritz's, Black Wolves. Well, that might make sense.
That's true. And it looks like mortar. It's like they're spreading concrete around.
They're testing lots of things.
Yeah, lots of
they're
different
just
things.
Trying lots of things.
That's true.
None of them are working yet.
Not yet. No.
They know a lot. Here's the long list of things
Things
we know
that don't work. That's true.
And the Vanovanovs have an exceedingly long list
That's
of things
true.
that they know don't work, and that's fabulous.
That's true.
And I'm giving them my list of things I know don't work. And I feel Luce is kind of like
Fritz is feeding his things.
Yeah, the list of things we know.
feeding her things.
Asha, Ra also
You're
joining
the things
us.
we know.
You're the things that we
don't
know don't work. You don't have to
waste your time.
Now you can test it just once. But I would test it.
Yeah, I invite you to
me
test
a list
it.
like that.
Right.
I would test it, but I wouldn't beat it to death.
That's
I would
true.
test it and say, "Oh,
okay, got it." That doesn't work.
It should be really easy. Get a competitive person. Try to beat the list.
That's true.
Try to beat the list. Try to beat the list. If you can beat the list, there's $50,000 in it for you, says Thomas Edison to Luce.
That's true.
Right before he cheats him.
That's
right?
true.
Luce in his
Nikola
Tesla
Tesla.
incarnation.
That's true.
That is an important point, and it has to do with power, powering the nature realms, and how the Tesla idea was correct.
That's true.
And the Edison idea was incorrect.
That is
and
true.
these power lines are based upon the Edison idea of incorrectness.
That is
and the
true.
Tesla idea is still valid.
That's
It's a
true.
good point. Okay, well, let's just tune to the whatever that represents.
represents.
Tune to the Tesla idea for power.
That's true.
This work can go on and on and on.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
It obviously is going on and on and on, but the point is to correct the errors and then to tune the work. Actually, what we're doing is an enormous closing process this whole session, right?
That's
start with
true.
correcting the errors. And now we're tuning the work, right?
That's true.
Maybe we're doing a closing process for all of creation. That would be lovely.
That would be lovely.
Well, let's begin it. Let's
That's
begin
true.
the close. It's a process that takes some time.
That's true.
I commit to
I
refreshing.
commit to refreshing. keeping myself alive and alive and alive and alive and alive.
By dying,
By dying.
It's a paradox.
Yes, it is.
Longer, really stretch longer.
Longer.
A little bit of truth into those lower rooms can go a long way into shaking up the logjam of error.
That's true.
I'm going to hand the steering wheel back to Ra.
Yeah, that's true.
Although maybe we're supposed to keep a finger on it.
My story is everyone keep a finger
on it.
And I hold the wheel, Ra hold the wheel, and everyone else keep a finger
on it.
Yeah. Because we tried not having a finger on it, and that didn't work.
That was a disaster.
Right.
Maybe enough that we could tug it.
If we needed.
Over here, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing that three-legged horse with the fourth leg cut off.
That's true.
And I see the fourth leg and the horse bleeding, and I don't see how to get the leg
back on. That's true.
We can just, when I try to back it up in time, that doesn't feel right.
That's true.
Maybe we haven't looked for the gift.
That's possible.
Well, one thing I know is powerful souls often choose to have concurrent lives because they can learn twice as much with two lives as they can with one.
That's true.
And so look how much we've been able to learn. Well, look how much information we've been able to gather by splitting up. If we hadn't split up and worked both sides of the fence, then we would only have half the data.
That's true.
And now we have a boatload of data that we can send up to the Vanovanov boat.
That's true.
And now it feels like the leg is getting much closer. Maybe we can even sew it on. Let's send up all the data. It's like squish the data out of the leg, bloop, 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 like with that toothpaste tube squeezing maneuver.
Yes, that's true.
And squish the data out of the horse, which looks like lots of blood.
That's true.
And
pulsing it up.
Pulsing it up to the Vanovanov boat.
That's true.
It seems like the leg can now at least be partially sewn on and basted just at the top
of the shoulder.
Yeah,
right.
That's where I see it too.
Yeah.
The rest of it is still
open. It's true.
Well, okay. So obviously not a weight-bearing leg. Oh, yeah, right. That makes sense. Not a weight-bearing leg.
Got it.
I'm still being shown how Asha's emblem means something. It's a signal people recognize.
It's
and
true.
Luce's chrome plating is a signal people recognize.
That's true.
And they're the twins.
That's true.
There's more to this that we don't understand, but maybe Asha should start working her emblem.
That feels
Luce
good.
should start really claiming this chrome plating because people react. Look how those people way up there kind of freak out when they see that chrome plating, and when they put it together with the emblem, they look like they're going to have a heart attack.
Panic. Widespread
panic.
That's
but
true.
That is what we have.
Right.
We have emblem queen and chrome
king. And it feels good thing, not bad thing.
Feels good thing, not bad thing. Okay, so maybe that's why their hands are on the steering wheel, so we get the emblem chrome thing really going.
Could be.
Ross says he's going to keep a really firm grip on it.
Yes, that's the right thing to do.
Thank you, that's the right thing to do. And I'm going to work with this power. I'm just going to keep correcting my error.